Yesterday, right after church, I saw one of my buddies who's also on the church safety security team. He was on duty and he was talking to a guy. And as I walked up to say hello, my buddy and this other gentleman concluded the conversation. The guy walks away. I'm chatting with my buddy and he ends up, saying, you know what, I got to tell you how I met that guy. And he gave me permission to share the story because it's an amazing story, a great illustration of ministry mindset and how every contact and connection you make is a ministry opportunity. So about 2 years ago, this little white guy, now my friend is a big black guy. This other gentleman, little white guy, walks up to my friend right after church about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and he's wearing a Confederate flag on his ball cap and all that, and he aggressively, in a very confrontational, antagonistic manner, kind of got up in my buddy's chest and asked him, "Does this offend you?" And kind of goes on, and my buddy just looked at him and laughed, initially taken aback because, dude, we're in church. Really, we're going to do this here? But he lets, my buddy says he just kept it together, let this guy talk a little bit, and then he comments to him, "No, that doesn't offend me. They lost. You can wear anything you want. That's not even second place. They lost." And they ended up chatting. This gentleman got all huffy and puffy, but he storms off. The following Sunday, he comes back. They ended up talking. My buddy never allowed himself to become offended, frustrated, or impatient. Fast forward till yesterday. They're now friends. They go fishing. They talk about fishing. They laugh. They joke. This man does not walk around with his Confederate flag stuff and acting all offended and with a chip on his shoulder or anything like that. But how different could things have gone if my friend had allowed himself to become offended and frustrated and impatient when this stranger walks up to him, and just gets in his face about wearing the Confederate flag and all that, just because he's a big black guy. Slow down, take a deep breath, recognize that you do not have to engage with anyone, and you do not have to let yourself get offended, frustrated, or impatient. And remember, every contact and connection you make with people is a ministry opportunity.